I wanted to create the best FIFA 23 tactic that gives me the easiest way to defend, but also to attack. In came the 4-4-2. The 4-4-2 is one of the best formations to frustrate your opponent, make it hard to break down, but is also great against pretty much any formation. If you are sick of seeing your defenders go flying out of position and leaving gaps, or your attacking AI not making good runs for you, this is going to be the tactic and formation for you. And do note, this also works on new gen and old gen FIFA. So here's what you're going to learn. Number 1, we're going to give you the custom tactics. Number 2, we're going to give you the player instructions. And number 3, how to effectively play this tactic. And then finishing off with number 4, the players you need to make this formation work. And if you watch it all the way through, you'll be smashing your best finishes ever in FUT Champions. Up first, the tactics. Defensive style is balanced with 48 width and 59 depth. Remember I said neutral and not dragging your players out? Running this on your defensive style does exactly that. You don't want too much of a deep line because that invites too much pressure, but you do need to be careful of the over-the-top through balls with 59 depth. Build-up play is balanced, and then for chance creation, we are going to go direct passing. You don't want your players running away from you every time you pick up the ball, and this allows you to transition nicely in that final third. As you move into that area, you will see your attackers make those runs and give you options. We do run 56 width, and then we do run 6 players in box. We run this because I wanted to be able to penetrate from deep with that Trivela shot, encouraging our attacking CM to get forward with high players in box will do exactly that. 3 corners for the OP corner tactic that we use, which you can get in the AlexBee Academy. A link is in the description, which is available from £4 per month. Up next is our player instructions. Strikers are on get in behind and stay forward. This allows for us to hit on the counter and look for the over-the-top through balls if available. Both centre mids are going to be on cover centre, with your defensive midfielder on stay back while attacking. Your attacking midfielder should be on get forward and stay on the edge of the box for cross. No instructions on your right mid or your left mid. And then your fullback should be on stay back while attacking overlap. Just to throw this in here as well, after a few requests, if you are chasing the game and you want to try and put more pressure on the opponent, I'd recommend moving to press on possession loss. If you run 71 depth, you will have an automatic offside trap, which makes it much easier for you to win that ball back. And then you can also go long ball to really encourage that kind of counter attack over the top through ball. Then when it comes to fullbacks, you could put them on step up. And what this will do is tell your fullbacks to step high up the pitch, get right into the face of the opponent's winger, and you have more chance of winning the ball. And then if you wanted to do get in behind on both of your wingers, you are more than welcome to do that as well. I've added that in purely because the tactics that we currently have is, pretty neutral. But obviously, if you're chasing the game, you are going to need to make some tweaks, and those sort of changes would be what I'd go for. Back into the video. Now, how to play this tactic. When you defend, reduce the gap between your centre backs and centre mids to an absolute minimum and defend with a bank of 2 4s. Then, when you do win the ball, take it out to the wing, because this is where you'll have space and it'll be the easiest way to play out from the back. Drag your centre mids to cover the passes into the striker to protect your centre backs at all cost. This way you force the opponent out wide and make it difficult for them to penetrate that dangerous area. Look for the dangerous runners in behind. Due to the instructions, you can look to hit on the counter with those over the top through balls. Here, we're going to use the creative runs feature to change the angle of the run on Danjuma. The secret to the 4-4-2 is to play the ball wide and then work it into the middle. Divert the opponent's attention out to the wing, and you will see the room, space, and angles open up for you in the middle of the pitch. To stop the opponent getting numbers behind the ball, be quick in transition and look for space in behind. You can do this with triggering runs with L1 on your strikers to penetrate that defensive line. To help you in defense, bring your wingers back to press the ball and help protect your fullback. By doing this, you can force the opponent to go back into the middle, where you can try and win the ball high up the pitch, allowing you to go for that quick counter and direct football. Because your centre mid is on join the attack, they will make late runs behind your strikers. Sometimes you can hold the ball up and wait for that onward run from the centre mid. This will give you an easy window to look for the Trivela. To really take advantage of your CM, the Trivelas will be available over and over and over again. Hold L2, LT when you are shooting, face that body up to where you want to shoot, and you'll see that outside of the boot fly into the top corner. Remember to keep working the ball from side to side. In a diagonal pattern in the 4-4-2 to get the best results, you need to move the ball quick and fast. We work it from the top to the bottom here, and this catches the opponent out, allowing Sterling to go for that Trivela. The space in behind can be used to deadly effect. Using the player lock feature here, where we press the both analog sticks in, we then player switch to Rashford and take advantage of that space in behind, again for the quick direct football. To find these attackers the best, we can look for the L1, R1 triangle over the top balls for a driven pass. This is quick, effective, and it drops quickly down to your striker's feet. Then obviously, it's just down to you to finish that ball. So now you need to know what players you want in each role for this tactic and formation. At centre-back, you are after a ball-playing defender and a traditional defender. Tomori and Skriniar, VVD and Gomez. We use Thiago Silva and Alaba. At fullbacks, you need to have players who have good pace, strength, ability to pass, and will offer you options. We use Munair on no chemistry, and then also Alex Telles, one of my favourite fullbacks to use in the attack. Your defensive midfielder does need to have high defensive work rates, decent enough pace, and comfortable on the ball. I use Kessie here. And your attacking CM needs to have high work rates to get up and down that pitch. They need to have good shooting for the Trivela and ideally good stamina as well, but you can sub them out. I use Dirk Kuyt. Your wingers need to be pacey. If you're on next gen, ideally controlled and avoid explosive where possible. They need to be able to cross and to shoot with the Trivela. I use Savio and Raheem Sterling. They weren't perfect at that job, but they did okay. Up front, the perfect combo you can have is a player that can have pace, be good in the air, and okay with the ball at their feet. I use Rashford for this role. And then you need someone who's better with the ball at their feet and very quick, who can dribble. Danjuma did that for me. Now, you've learned how the 4-4-2 custom tactics and instructions work. Click this video here to see how we took this team to the Elite Division with £0 spent.